get over that, and whatever happens, whether this referendum is voted for or against by the majority of our citizens, there are still some great innovations that can happen within our community. So I take this position. This is where I am. I'm against it. I'm against it because I think it's going to hurt the people that I love the most in this community and some of the most vulnerable. That's why I'm against this plan, period. But at the same time, after this is all over with, I'm more than happy to talk about some case studies of innovation that goes on all over this country that could certainly be implemented into our city. So I look forward to always talking to the yes folks. So I'm friends with a lot of yes folks, and I hope I still am. I hope they ain't tripping just because I'm against it.
Reverend Brooks.
Really, in the final analysis, what matters is the quality of political leaders we elect, and not the administrative organizational chart that we sometimes blame for the condition of our community. It matters not really whether we have consolidated government or not. We don't have innovative, creative leadership who are also fiscally responsible. I support and have supported our current mayor. His name's Lloyd Winning, just in case somebody didn't know. And I consider him a friend. We just disagree on this. I support him because I believe that he is able to do some creative, innovative things. That's why I support him. It has, and he just cited the Cloverleaf issue that has been resolved. So that resolution happened. Not because of consolidated government, but because of his lobbying and other quality political leaders who lobbied to make it happen. It has nothing to do with the form of government. It has everything to do with the quality of the people that we elect. And that's why I cannot support this, because it threatens the quality of the political leadership we have as it relates to some of our African American members of council, and city council, and county council, as well as female members of county council, and county commission, and city council. I want to make sure that we continue to have a voice. We won't have a voice if you bring 62,000 white voters, mix them with 120 voters in the city. You'll dilute the black vote down to 5 or 6%. Currently, 15 to 16. We are a major swing vote. I'm just going to be honest. We're a nice swing vote right now. And we swung it in a way that it made a difference in the last city election and some of these county elections. If you dilute us down to nothing, we won't have a voice. And what we're seeing in Louisville is those individuals are being negatively impacted by consolidated government. The poor, Hispanic, African American, those who, the elderly,
Reverend Brooks, you're going to have to wrap.
those who need it the most are the ones who've been looked over the most in consolidated government. I agree with everything that the mayor asserted about quality of life issues, and all of that can happen without consolidated government.
All right, very well.
Well, one, I've tried to be very succinct.
And please keep it on time. Keep it on time.
It's a heck of a thing to say to a preacher, isn't it?
Well, I want to try.
Very fun. I've tried to be very clear as to my reasons for being against consolidation. I tried as best I could to be very succinct. I did bullet points. One, there's no savings. Two, there's no evidence of the laser-focused economic development. Three, there's the dilution of so many portions of our population that no longer will have access to a lot of our governmental leadership. And the newspaper's gonna do this tomorrow, so I'm gonna go ahead and say it. They're gonna ethnicize everything I've said. I've talked about the Crow-Horowitz study and all these other things. They're gonna ethnicize. They're gonna say something like Brooks talked about the black vote and how it's diluted because they want to sell papers. But the truth of the matter is, I've talked about a lot of other things. That's why I wrote the letter. Because what people want to do sometimes is they want to take away your credibility as being broad and objective by putting you in a narrow, a little peg, making you fit there. Look at what I said about why I am against in terms of cost efficiencies, dilution of the rural as well as minority representation vote. It's wonderful to be idealistic, but I'm sorry, I'm a native of this city. I know this city. I know this city. And I mean, I know it. I know it from the Hornbill Tavern to Ray Ray's and Chicken Sticks. So I know this community, and I base my objective assessment on what I have experienced in this community, and I've tried to quantify it with statistical data to support my positions.
Mr. Davis, another closing statements now.
My friends, I'm a pastor. The other three are politicians. I'm a pastor. I'm a public servant. I'm not going to run for anything. I'm not going to run for dog catcher or anything. I simply looked at the plan. I came to the conclusion that I had to be against it. It would dilute minority, rural, political influence. There's no evidence that cities have merged forms of government more laser focused in their economic development. There's no cost savings attributed to it. It doesn't address the iniquities in the taxing districts. There's no documented austerity. The economic development agencies are already working on our behalf. If the city and county law enforcement are able to continue their effective urban and rural law enforcement practices, then why can't the other agencies? Controversy involving the Human Relations Commission highlighted why consolidation is bad. As the voices of the most vulnerable were weakened, this new unified form of government would become less sensitive to the needs of those who have suffered discrimination based on race, gender, or sexual orientation. I'm afraid that in this new merged government, the city council would not have been able to step in and continue this needed agency. If the county had its way, they would have defunded. We would not have the city council as a recourse when bad decisions are made. Why can't those of us who live in the city solve our problems and accept responsibility for the decisions we've made instead of trying to grab new taxpayers? Why can't the city and county just manage what we have more responsibly and become more innovative? Owensboro seems to be showing us up here lately. They don't have merged government. They just got creative, innovative leadership. You quit moving furniture, create a community that people want to move to, let the city and county get their fiscal houses in order, and stop avoiding the real problems that are affecting our community. Please understand, I'm preaching. Tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock, I'll go hold the hands of one of my little 7-year-old members that's getting his tonsils out. That's what I do. I came from the nursing home holding the hands of a woman who's dying from cancer. That's what I do. I don't have any hidden agenda here. I simply looked at the plan. I came up with my objective assessment as to why I'm against the plan. That, my friends, is all I have to say.
Thank you.